Welcome back to Couch Tales. I'm your host, Analia, and today we're diving into the delightful little monster that lives rent-free in our heads. Yes, worst-case scenario thinking. You know the one. You send your boss an email, and they reply with, "Can we talk?" Suddenly you're convinced you're about to be fired, evicted, living under a bridge with a pet raccoon named Steve. So there I was, minding my own business at work, when I got an email from my boss that said, "Hey, can you stop by my office?" There was no emojis, no exclamation point, nothing. Just cold professional doom. My brain immediately went into disaster mode like, what did I do wrong? Was it that time that I sent a meme to the wrong chat? Did I accidentally reply, "Love you," to an email again? I started imagining the conversation. "And Aaliyah, we have to let you go. And Aaliyah, you're terrible at your job. And Aaliyah, we received the security footage, and yes, you do walk weird." I thought about my options. Could I fake a medical emergency? Set off the fire alarm, dig a tunnel out of the office like a very stressed out hamster? Finally, I walked into my boss's office sweating like I'd just committed a crime. And do you know what he said? "We've noticed how hard you've been working and we want to give you a raise." That's right. My brain put me through emotional boot camp for absolutely no reason. Why do our brains do this? Psychologists call this catastrophic thinking. Basically, your brain loves jumping to the worst possible conclusion, like it's training for an Olympic event or something. Our ancestors weren't worried about emails. They were worried about saber-toothed tigers. Thinking about worst-case scenarios helped them to survive, though. What if there's a lion in that cave? Well, better assume that there is one and avoid it for your own safety. Unfortunately, our modern brains still work like that, except the lion is an ambiguous email from your boss. In general, some studies show that our brains are wired with a negativity bias, meaning we naturally focus on potential threats more than positive outcomes. It's why we remember embarrassing moments from 10 years ago at 3 a.m., but forget compliments within the last 5 minutes. So what can we do about it? Number 1, a reality check. Ask yourself, what's the actual evidence for this thought? If your boss hasn't given you any feedback, odds are you're not getting fired. Number 2, worst case versus most likely case. Sure, your brain says you're doomed, but what's the most realistic scenario? Number 3, laugh at it. When my brain starts spiraling, I ask, what would I tell a friend if they said this to me? Because let's be honest, if your friend said, "I think my boss is firing me because they sent me an email that included a period instead of an exclamation point," you'd probably tell them to chill, right? So next time your brain convinces you that the world is ending because of an email, remember, our brains are just trying to protect us, but in a really dramatic way. Thanks for hanging out on Couch Tales, why we do what we do. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend who also overthinks everything. Until next time, take a deep breath, then take a deep exhale, and avoid ambiguous emails.